and continue to make music with me. So
I don't really put up with it.
yeah.
Is it? Yeah, to your face. I think they do. That's fair. Yes. Nick.
Hey, I'm Nick. I play percussion. Today I'm playing a cajon, which is just a box I'm sitting on and hitting. I've never played this before, so it should be fun.
Nice. That is some bravery.
Yeah. I usually play a kit with these guys, but yeah, they call me Beat Nick.
Beat Nick
Oh, I love it.
Nice.
AKA One Take Rattlesnake.
It is dangerous in this studio.
Nice. Jason?
I'm Jason Lawson. I play baritone sax and tenor sax as well. Yeah, I'm playing with these guys years now. Met Tony at Bayport Barbecue.
I love that place.
Great.
Actually, we were watching Left Lane Cruisers
venue.
who's playing tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, exactly. We were at a Left Lane Cruiser show, and yeah, we're opening up for them tonight as well. So at the Hook and Ladder, I'm sure you guys will mention that again.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Gray.
I am Gray. Gray Tyson. I play the keys. I use my hands. That's all I've got. But yeah, I've been with these guys now for, I don't know, what is it, 2 years? We have
a couple years.
Yeah, it's the longest running I've been actually a part of too. So it's really cool.
Yeah, we were always searching for a bass player, but we got a keyboardist instead, and it works.
That works out. That works out.
Left hand. Yeah.
Nice. Well, yeah. Tell us a little bit about the history of the band. 'Cause there's been some different permutations.
Yeah, there has been. Me and Nick started together in his basement, 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Just playing two-piece drums, guitar. And then we did that for a few years. We didn't really gig.
No, we were terrible.
And then we found Jason, and he added a lot to the sound. And we're like, actually, we got something here. So we started to play out.
We were less terrible.
We were less terrible. Still
Just
are
marginally.
less terrible. And then, we went through a couple bass players over that time. Nothing really stuck. And then we found Gray, and we thought he'd leave us right away for greener pastures, but he hasn't, which is nice of him. So
He's the most educated musician out of the bunch.
so he plays in a bunch of different things, and so we went through a couple names, and then finally landed on the Placaters. That's an arduous task to try to name a band. It's one of the worst parts. So
yeah, no one agrees on anything, so you're just like, well, that's the
we'll just
one.
placate ourselves.
That's the okayest one.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, is that how that got to be? That's good? I like that.
Pretty much.
I like that. That's great. Because you're all here, and do you want to play a song kind of right
Sure,
away?
I suppose
Yeah,
we've
that'd be
already
great.
started, and we might as well.
Yeah.
This one is called Nauseous. This is one of our original songs. We'll get it going. Inside, so glorified, holding a sense of has been, the soul and look dignified, awake up to my pain, slay it chosen, my coffee and cigarettes became miserable somewhere along the way.
Yeah, we have.
Woo!
Wow.
And that's it.
I was gonna say it's hard to record and not want to dance and move it around to see. Here, sorry about that.
If you could tone it down, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For our, for
Keep
our.
it so much fun.
Saturday morning.
We're like, keep going, keep going.
That
Hey, shut up now.
that was well, but I feel like now it's a band that comes with a safety warning.
It does get a little toxic.
Well, and what is the process for writing the music for you guys? Because what's the inspiration?
It's usually about love, loss, some sort of slight, maybe life experience. It's from a third person perspective, of course. I've never lost love. It's kind of, I got to be inspired by something, right? To get motivated to do it. And that was one it's one of my older songs, but we like to go back in the archives and pull some lyrics out that sound good and kind of revamp them too if I don't have anything that I've been writing lately.
If you haven't been slighted lately.
Yeah. The wife treats me pretty good. So.
Everybody's been too good to you lately.
She could probably write a few songs. But.
I was like, I don't know, I could be texting you stuff pretty much daily.
Yeah.
If you need some inspiration.
That's banter right now.
Yeah.
Like another one.
Slow down, lady. Slow down.
Yeah, so Tony writes them, and then we just
I'll cook them all.
kind of build
Add
them
the
from
flair.
there. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of fun because you guys were rehearsing a little bit in the much roomier room next door that we can't record from. It's fun to see how you all work together. It seems like it's very collaborative.
Yeah, I mean, it's when I bring a song to the mix, we're all adults and we're all musicians. It's like add your thing to it, whatever you feel that this song needs. It's a little different in the studio. We get in there and we kind of start hashing it down and trying to boil it into a cohesive song, but it's a collaboration, and that's what keeps it interesting. I don't know if we've played the same song same way twice.
If we don't like
Sometimes
something,
awkward endings.
we're not afraid to let each other know.
Yeah.
We're like, that's not gonna work, or
Yeah,
just move on.
that's terrible.
Sometimes-
Stop doing that.
Sometimes you shelve something and then come back to it 2 years later.
Yeah.
and-
It's got to feel right in the moment, and if it doesn't, you just keep doing it over and over until it becomes what you. And I think that we all kind of have that same mindset, so it gels nicely.
Well, it's kind of nice to know that you're with people who be like, that we're done with that. We've
Yeah.
taken that as far as it's going to go. Because otherwise you'd be in the studio forever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's-
Yeah, or just working on a song forever, right? Where it's like you want to play it live, and it's got most of it, but it just doesn't quite get there, so you don't feel right pulling it out and doing it in front of people.
Well, and I'd say having a keyboard now is an opportunity to bring out some of those new lyrics.
Yeah, absolutely, and it takes a little pressure off of me too, because it's we don't have a bass player, so I'm holding down the rhythm and most often the bass line as
I
well.
play rhythm too.
Yeah, might be rhythm.
He's right there.
That's
Just
out
wait
loud.
until he's out of the room.
That's what sticks and stuff. So yeah, it's nice to have that added layer, and he's a multi-instrumentalist too, so we pull out a trumpet or accordion or trombone or
Yeah, it's huge.
yeah.
We should mention we've been recording at the studio of an alumni of McAllister, Zoo School Studio, Jason Shannon.
Yeah,
He kind of helps us refine the
studio.
songs, which is nice.
He's almost our
Producer, engineer.
Yeah, he's fifth member of the band.
Yeah.
He does actually
Willie.
play several
Oh yeah.
like bass lines.
Yeah,
and
he's added some bass.
Very
some
collaborative.
tracks, and
gorgeous
Yeah.
studio, gorgeous.
Yeah. Look it up, Zoo School Studio.
just a great vibe. Like the environment there is
It's
just
right in his house,
It's
so we
a-
stay at his house and
Nice.
for
Great.
like a long weekend. It's
creative
so cool.
environment. You know, you just feel comfortable being there, and
He dances too. Well,
He
yeah.
does as well.
It's good enough.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. You know, you hit the good spot
Yeah.
when he starts
Or he's
to
playing
dance.
That's what
Yeah.
he's dancing like side to side.
We'll put
You
video
could
up.
teach
Kinda
him a
fun.
few
We'll put
other
video up
moves,
for
too.
us.
Yeah, no, it's more enjoyable that way.
Oh, I was just gonna say, when do we get to hear that magic that you cooked up at the
So
zoo
we
school?
we got several songs done. We're going back in January 20th for a long weekend, and we should be pretty much wrapped up after that. So we're hoping sometime soon after that we'll probably have 5-6 songs. Throw it on a
Okay, because I have been
Cut a
patient.
record.
I have been a fan for a
Yeah,
long
it's-
time, and I'm like, come on,
it's-
let's get it.
You know, it's tough
Slight
to
this, Tony.
tough to get everybody together
Yeah.
for even a long weekend.
I've been
and
playing
just-
music out for like 20 years, and I have one demo record I did like 15 years ago.
That's why
We just-
people
we just
gotta
play
come out and
live
hear you live.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta come and see us live.
Yeah.
It's like an
coming.
anti-marketing campaign.
Yeah.
At least, what, 6 songs or so
Yeah,
from a little EP.
we're
or
very
something.
proud of them. So once they come out, they're gonna be hot.
And how do you prepare and even choose what songs to do when you've got such a
I mean, I
Rich.
think we throw things at the wall, and when we all kind of look at each other and go, nah, or yeah, that one's we could keep working on that one, and it just when I feel really tight with a song, it's easier to kind of come in and have them bring it to life. When I'm a little hesitant about something or it's not quite there, it's harder to sink your
A
teeth in.
good foundation that's not going to crumble when we try to add
Yeah.
something to it.
Especially when you're playing live, right? You want it to be tight or at least impassioned so that if it does fall apart, you can still do something with it. Yeah.
and how I mean I've seen you play it and it's so much fun, but when you're in the audience you don't know how much of this is improv and how much of this is I'm going to say you don't have every note to the
Oh yeah, definitely.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I wish
you
we
guys don't.
probably did more. I wish we
Nice.
did more improvisation on stage, but it feels like you got to kind of keep it tight and you got to keep to and the crowds we typically play to isn't really the jam band crowds, right?
Right.
So it's usually, it's like punk rock and roll, right? It's just like 2.5 minute songs
Yep.
and get a quick dirty set in there and get off the stage for the next band to come in and keep the energy going. So
We're pretty loose,
we haven't
so
played
not
too
necessarily
much.
improvise, but every time we play a song, it sounds different than the last.
I make sure that I screw up at every part of the song through practice so that they can get used to
Yeah.
covering for me so
The
that when it
structure's
does happen
not always,
live,
uh,
it's
That's been intense.
It's not always the same every time you play.
I'm learning
a
so
song.
much.
it's training. I'm training them to
It's true.
screw up.
I was gonna say I like the shorter songs because you do have that drive to get us all dancing, and we need a little break because it takes a lot
Yeah.
to get these moves going. So thank you for the break there too.
Yeah, of course.
And you said you saw Left Lane Cruisers at the Bayfront
Bayport,
Barbecue
yeah.
or Bayport. Sorry,
Yeah.
you guys are a perfect pairing.
Yeah, we love those guys. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they're I wish to be as heavy as those guys are sometimes, but they're one of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
There's
Same
that whole group with that Chris Johnson kind of brought into our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, Chris Johnson. But exposed us to a ton of amazing musicians. Possessed by Paul James, we've gotten to open up for a couple times, and Left Lane Cruisers a few times, and Burnside, the grandson of RL, and it's some amazing musicians out there that we got exposed to, and we've gotten to open up for many of them. And thanks to the Hook and Ladder, they.
I was just
offer
going to say,
us-
yeah,
Yeah.
tell us about what's happening tonight.
Yeah, so tonight is we are going to be playing Tweeners. So we're going to be playing on the side stage,
Okay.
kind of in that lounge area, and then Joe Roberto goes on second, and then Fret Rattles, and then Left Lane Cruisers. So it's going to be a good night. It's going to be packed full of some pretty funky, heavy stuff. We're looking
I'll
forward
be
to
sitting
it.
in on a tune with Joe
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, nice.
Got
And
together
Joe,
with him this week,
I'm
so
glad that he's playing again. He went through a pretty serious health scare about a year ago, and
he's
we
got
didn't
some-
know if he was ever going to play again, and now he's back. And I haven't seen him live yet, so I'm really excited to see him.
He's got some good songs. I sat in on their practice last week,
Yeah,
and
he's amazing.
I really like what's coming out of him lately. So
Yeah.
it's good stuff.
Giving us a lot to look forward to.
I know. I'm excited. I gotta
Yeah.
take a nap.
Me too.
You take a nap, and I'm gonna ask them if they'll play another song.
Yeah.
How's that?
Sure. This one's called Doesn't Matter. It's a little bit more of our funkier, bluesy kind of things that maybe a little bit of soul touch to it too. So, yeah. Get too far, I don't care. Can cross the road without my things to bear. At first she didn't mind me staying up in here, as long as I get my mind clear. Change the locks on me each and every night. Got sick and tired of not getting treated right. So I bought some flowers and I wore nice pants. Didn't seem to matter, I already had my chance. It doesn't matter if I even came around. It doesn't matter. I built this whole damn town. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And they know how. It doesn't matter. And they know how. So I camped outside a window each and every night. I sang the song so much I was wicked tired. It didn't seem to bother her, no, it didn't. She had a guy over every night celebrating it. It doesn't matter if I even came around. It doesn't matter. I built this whole damn town. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And they know how. It
does not want you to go to the hook and ladder tonight. I don't know what.
Right,
Seriously.
right. Doesn't Matter by the Placaters. Mostly Minnesota music on WMCN 91.7 FM in St. Paul. Woo!
Woo. Doesn't matter.
Sexy blues, like all the things. I love you
We're
guys.
glad you like it.
Thank you.
I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
Well, and we super appreciate you guys coming because you are playing tonight. But how do you prepare for the show? What would you normally be?
Take a nap.
Fair?
Drink a lot. Here personally.
You know, we try to take it easy. Get down there early. Acclimate.
Just a couple beers
Yep.
to loosen up.
Loosen up.
Not too many though.
Yeah.
No, that's never worked very well. I end up swearing a lot and
Doesn't work.
lose my voice halfway through and forget my lyrics.
I always said it. 2 beers, I was a really good pool player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I could just keep
There's
that
that
2
narrow
beer, I'd
window.
say it's got to be the
Yeah.
same. Where you're like, it's got to be.
Peak
2 beers and a
Yeah.
Coke and you're
It's
good.
like 2.5 drinks.
Or
and
the
you're-
nerves are lightened up, but
No, I mean, we try to keep it, you know, we try to keep it, have fun on stage. You know, if we screw up, you screw up.
Yeah.
But you just try to get in the moment and try to
Luckily, we've
Feel
never
the-
screwed up.
never
Yeah.
Nice.
feel what the crowd wants and try to match their energy and try to bring it up a little bit and see where it goes and see what happens.
we're lucky enough that people don't notice usually though.
Yeah.
They're-
Part of the song.
They get into it at least enough for that.
Yeah.
Well, and I always think that's why you go see live music, to see it done a little bit differently.
Yeah.
You
See if
know,
they smash their guitar and run off stage.
but a girl can hope.
We
Give
could buy
away
a
our
new guitar every night.
Yeah, isn't that
It's not as close as it sounds. It's a
the...
lot of money.
Remember my music store up in Golden Valley? They used to have that guitar throwing. They used to
Oh.
bring all the junky guitars and everyone would line up and they'd throw these guitars into a dumpster. Forgot about that.
Bring it back.
That was fun.
I bet you could charge certain people that.
Yeah.
I think they
That's-
did. I think it was like
It's like animal
$10
house.
or something.
Yeah.
It was a charity thing.
We can do-
I was
we'll
gonna
do
say that
later.
would be a great way to raise money for
Yeah.
She-Rock. She-Rock, or
I don't
you
know if I
know,
could watch all those guitars.
I
It's
know,
like,
I feel like-
Oh, they'd be
Yeah.
like Ovation or Walmart guitars. though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guitars that you could never set up properly.
Yeah.
find some grade school somewhere
Mhm.
where those.
It used to be a grade school.
I just
well,
yeah you.
At Ramsey, yeah. Or in River now.
music
Yeah.
teacher.
Oh, you
middle
were
school.
taught at Ramsey,
Yep.
so right here.
I was the middle school teacher there for music.
They ran them out.
Is it 2 years ago now? Yeah. Yeah.
The
I
kids
ran
ran them
I
out.
ran myself. I wasn't fired. I quit.
I have taught every age, so yeah. But how did teaching impact your
Preparing
playing?
for
Yeah.
these guys.
Childish behavior.
Yes.
Well, it was getting out of the job that I started going to blues jams, and so and so I was still in the job. I think checking that out, and then I was checking out Facebook, and that's how we got linked up. So
Yeah.
it was kind of it was kind of just getting introduced into the bigger cities music scene. So
We've shown them the ropes.
yeah, he's
A little
it's
bit,
good.
the rock and roll ropes.
Yeah.
And we're really thankful that I know the Chris down at the Hook and Ladder really well. We go back many years. He was general managing at when Five Corners turned into the Nomad. I
Mm-hmm.
was doing live sound down there. So we met down there, and then he worked there for a while, and he worked at Palmer's, and we actually started a little record label at the top of Palmer's for a little bit, Half Door Records. That was a lot
Nice.
of fun. And then he ended up buying the Hook, so he throws us bones often, which is very nice of him.
Yeah, because we're not great at the whole promoting ourselves
Yeah.
and
And
going out
booking.
and getting gigs and all.
They just called, you want to play again? Sure.
Got some work to do there.
It's-
We'll get there.
And why is that? I mean, it seems like a funny question, but it's
I mean, for me, personally, I got 2 kids and a full-time job, right? It's like
Yeah.
that time of my life, my 20s, where it was a little less restrictive. I tried to do that for a while, but I was so bad with money that I couldn't do it. I was envious of all the musicians that were going out on tour and making it work and scraping by, and I'm like, I can't do that. I'll end up homeless for sure.
Yeah.
So that's kind of part of it, where it's just like, but getting this record and kind of the momentum that is behind that, I think might change a little bit for us to gig out more and take things a little bit more serious, because once you have that tangible piece of evidence that you were here and did something, I think that changes things a little bit, right, for us.
Well, and it helps a lot to have something to sell while you're there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge part of it too.
Merch. We have zero
No
What?
website.
There's a Target about a mile from here. You just get some
Just
white
get a bunch of
T-shirts and
t-shirts.
some
Yeah.
Some iron
fabric
Sharpie.
markers. Yep.
Who does that?
Yeah.
Charge $50 a shirt.
Bob
Yeah,
Log.
exactly.
Bob Log the third goes to the Goodwill and gets T-shirts and then just does screen printing on
Does
them.
iron,
A lot of
iron-
people do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Patches, yeah.
It's built-in vintage.
I
Come
have a
on.
hockey jersey that just has, it's a Bob
What
Log
a
hockey
brilliant
jersey,
idea.
just ratty.
This is where he got this. This shirt.
Oh, come on, man.
Nice. No, you're thinking to integrate more of Bob Log into the. Will you be bringing a giant champagne glass for people to drink out of or anything during the?
Yeah, let's do that.
Inflatable raft, yeah.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Play the
I've always
sax.
wanted to put a helmet on so nobody can see me and my ridiculous faces that I make when I'm singing.
That's funny.
Maybe that's why I
Now
did
I'm going to be watching your face more.
No,
That's
I
very
was gonna
funny.
say, it
I'm
gives us
gonna,
the passion that you're feeling about
Yeah.
the music you
Yeah.
made.
I feel like the phone receiver microphone would work well for you.
Ooh, I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we have done that in the past. I used to sing through one of those and everyone's like, I can't understand you. I'm like, that's on purpose.
Yeah, but it's so cool.
It does sound cool.
You might have to bring it back every once in a while.
Distorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, who does, Black Eyed Snakes does that.
Somebody
Al
else
Sparhawk
did
does
it.
that.
Kitten Forever would, and then they pass the microphone over to each other.
Yeah,
And
and didn't Morphine, didn't he sing through a green bullet? Yeah.
Yeah.
so many
It's
ideas.
so creative. Yeah.
So many ideas. You sent us a song. Should we
Mhm,
play it?
Sounds
Do
good.
you want to tell us about it before or
Which one is
after?
it again?
Against the wall.
Against the Wall. Yeah, this is just kind of more of a chill, loungier song that is an original. It's one of the ones that is going to be on the record. We've been playing it for quite a few years. Yeah, we like what we did in the studio with it, and we're going to probably tweak a few things
Yeah, this isn't
still,
the
but
final on that, but
close enough.
It's good.
It's pretty close.
good.
Okay,
here we
Against
go.
the Wall, the Placaters.